Hello, my gardening friends. This is Kim the Gardener here. I just want to give a little shout out to the spring garden, which is soon going to turn into a summer garden. My exciting news is that Mama Bluebird is on her second little batch of cute little baby bluebirds. So I'm so excited about that. I just want to talk a little bit about my native garden is coming along really nicely. Now it looks a crazy mess right now, but all of the plants that are down in there are coming up seeds, my zinnia seeds, and my Mexican sunflower constantly reseeds itself. So I let it do what it wants, however it wants to do it. So happy about that. Just go for a little walk. My beautiful olive tree, it's my heart. I love that olive tree. Our wisteria is still blooming, which I love. Yeah, just come around this way. Got more of the native garden. So I zoned it out. So like this side is my typical woodland type garden. And then this whole bed, it is its own ecosystem and its own zones. You move around here because you're going to see that it gets a little more sandy. So I recently planted in blazing stars and Florida coneflower, all kinds of things out in here. So those will be filling in, and I've got a beautiful ground cover of the pink mimosa, and she's been doing great. You can see her little pink flower down here, and she's got some buds. Of course, the star of this garden is the fennel, which the pollinators absolutely adore. And so continuing on in my native bed, so it gets even more sandy here. So I'm honoring that space, and I planted my cacti in there, but I also got a coral bean, and I put in a little palmetto. We have a sunflower that popped up too, and the plumbago's doing fine in here. And I put in my succulents, and I actually planted my cactus, and it has greened up so much. Everyone looks really happy out there. So, and then we have the fig tree, who's very happy, has lots of fruits on it, and the peach tree, who has had beautiful peaches, but they're all eaten up now and harvested. Oh, we have a butterfly, lots of caterpillars, lots of butterflies out here today. Oh, sorry to disturb you, sweetie, but they're everywhere. And this is never mind the weeds in my little bricks over there. It all comes together in the end. And the ugly hot tub I got to get rid of. But it's useful because it's been protecting some roses that got really damaged from the deer, and they've made a huge comeback. So I'm happy about that. And we have here, this is like a perennial bed. Oh, there's another butterfly. Boop. This is called, the purple is a chase tree, and I bought it and I had no idea. I just liked the look of it. I had no idea it was going to turn out to be so gorgeous. So it's been a little blessing. Well, a big blessing, actually. I just walk around this way. Oh, hi, little butterfly. And then this is my little pond garden area. It's coming in really nice. I moved my bench here so I can sit out. And obviously we need rain. And the ducks are over there. I don't know if you can see them. There's the butterfly. I have the passion vine that butterfly is currently on all over my yard. It's a native and it pops up everywhere, but it stays in check because that is the main host plant for the Gulf flittery, as well as the zebra wing. And let's take a look in at those beautiful figs all over the tree. This will be exciting. And I do have some tadpoles this morning in the pond. And my sink friends aren't here. Let's see if I can zoom in and you can see the tadpoles moving around. So that's exciting. And then I added treasure because I have my snake friends. They're red-banded water snakes. And I like dragon stories and like medieval stuff. So I was inspired. I had this big thing of pretty beautiful rocks and different minerals sitting in a bowl. There's even an arrowhead in there. Anyway, I said, you know what? I'm going to go put that in this little bird bath to provide the perfect bird bath specifically for bees, bumblebees, and butterflies who need something to sit on, as well as minerals that will dissolve in there. So I did that, and it's just fun. And it's like my snake friends are the dragons watching over the treasure. And my phlox is making a comeback from the deer, but they can't seem to get to it now, so that worked out. Just come along this way. Got the lavender. I love lavender. How can you not love lavender? And then this bird bath is the mockingbird's bird bath, because that's predominantly the ones that they like to use. Over there under the olive tree is the other bird's bird bath. All the other birds, like the cardinals and the bluebirds, all of the other birds, like the other one that's on the ground, but the mockingbirds prefer this one. It's their favorite. So we'll go out here. I call this my, I don't know, like a tropical type garden. And I've got this cool milkweed that has like these balls that come out onto it, and then the flower. It's really cool. And oops, let me zoom out. Got some mandevilla vine back there. And I can't take this salvia out of the pots because it rooted itself, but that's okay because I'm happy. And I have some natives that are popping up on their own over here. And I'm excited. This is called Dutchman's Pipe vine, and it is a host plant for specific type of swallowtail. I forget which one. Oh, you probably can't see. There's lots of butterflies out there. And I used to really hate my neighbor's palmetto clump, but over the years, it's actually worked out nicely because I know lantana is an invasive, some of it, but this lantana that's established itself in there is really pretty peats, and the butterflies do really enjoy it. And it's kind of in a nice privacy backdrop. And all the mockingbirds have their nests in there, and they love it. And the catbirds, when they're here, they nest there. And also, I have an armadillo friend who lives in there. So yeah, so then we've got the vegetable. Look, there's another butterfly. Vegetable garden here. And straight down the middle, I have planted some sunflower seeds. And I have found that if I plant the giant sunflower seeds, like I have over here, right behind the bird bath growing up, they grow tall before they put their flower out. And hopefully that's going to discourage deer from eating my flowers because they love it. But we've got some elongated Japanese eggplant. I've got my black sugar cane. My collards are still going strong. Some herbs, some cucumbers. And right over in there, I've got kale nestled in between some beans. I have milkweed that popped up there, so it gets to stay. I'm super excited. This is my, right here, boop, that's my Seminole pumpkin, so I'm excited about that. And then, here is the Everglades, boop, tomato. And then this, right here, I found this, it's called Okinawa spinach, and it's an edible green leaf, and it's a superfood. Got some cucumbers, various herbs, my olive tree. Let me zoom out. Okay. My roses are over there. They're very beautiful, but the bricks are ugly, I know, with all my weeds in between. But I like to keep it because it, sometimes you get plants, like for example, this plant, this porterweed with the purple flowers, it planted and rooted itself there. And this is pokeweed, and I'm keeping it because it's a major food source for birds when the berries come on. And those are all my recovering roses. So yeah, and then these guys are recovering roses too from the deer. Luckily, I haven't had them around very much. Well, in my garden anyway. Oh, and I just want to have a shout out to my beautiful catmint. I just love it. Love it. Just kind of get a different view going this way. Okay, we'll go back. And I'm gonna show you my side garden that I love and my apple trees, which came back from the winter. I didn't know if they would, but we've got this one just woke up not long ago, and then my friend here. And then I just had to put this pot here because of the hurricane had really pushed the tree over from wind. So I put this here because I didn't know how to stake it and hold it up on my own, and I had no help, so I did it this way. And I planted some zinnias in there. And then I got another little vegetable bed where I'm growing some corn and some more beans. I'm doing the Native American way. So the corn grows up, the beans grow around it, and then just germinated with some more Seminole pumpkin. And Seminole pumpkin's a type of squash, so the squash grows out. So I'm super happy with that. And then this little side flower bed is just a real joy. This is my red rose for my friend Julian who passed away. It's his memory rose. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this little garden. I've got tropical sage, which popped up on its own. We got the daisies. The cosmos are going to be blooming soon that I did from seed. And we got a lot of zinnias I did from seed. But there's just all of these. This is also Florida native. Very important to the pollinators and more cosmos. But this, my coneflower, that came up from seed on its own. I had planted a coneflower and it came up on its own, healthier than I could have ever imagined than buying from the store like it originally was. I find that when things seed themselves, they're the most happy. They know what they're doing. So my friends, that's it for me. That's the spring garden. My goal is to keep everyone healthy this summer, and plug along and not lose energy because it gets so hot. But thank you for joining me on my gardening journey and for watching. And I hope everyone gets out and about today in the sunshine wherever they are and enjoy the flowers.